I can remember when I was setting up my brand, I had like an offer to sell off my brand. Okay, at first, my first designs, I didn't sell, I wasn't able to sell them because I trusted that my friends or people I know in school was going to like buy them easily. When you're about to launch a brand, you're not actually launching for your friends. You're launching for a whole new market. Now, one thing about the game is that the game does not care about your personal opinion. The game is the game. The rule is the rule. The strategy is the strategy. Personal branding is it's an identity. Everybody needs to understand it, the role it plays in your business and in your company. Because then you have to tell yourself again and again why you are doing this. To tell the truth, the consistency have kept me in the industry like longer than I've thought. You need to show up anyhow. The faster you fail, the more successful you get. So when you make mistake, you learn.
Welcome to the Dfounderstable. This is a conversation space for visionaries, creatives, builders, and bold thinkers. Here we uncover the real stories, the success stories, the wins, the failures that no one talks about. We talk about the strategy that makes ordinary people into extraordinary founders. So pull up your chair because this table, every story is a blueprint. This is Dfounderstable. On today's episode, we have...
My name is Andrew Young Chukwuebuka. I'm the creative director of Andre Black and also the CEO of the bespoke brand Ezife. Okay. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Yeah, welcome. Okay, good to have you here, bro.
Thank you, my dear. How far now?
I do all right. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, so Andre Black is a...
Andre Black is a streetwear brand. We do mostly streetwear outfits like tracksuits, denims, jerseys, like what I'm putting on right now.
Okay, nice.
So we're basically like a streetwear brand. We produce outfits that are relatable to what our youths actually like deal with and relate to.
Okay, that's nice. Nice. So the first question I want to ask you is, what inspired you to go into the fashion?
I would say it's just curiosity, to be real. Like, it's just curiosity. I'm always a curious person, yeah.
Okay.
Then my mom was a teller. So there was this statement that was being made while I was growing up, like, aqua, and already made. So when people present an already made clothes, like a clothes imported, basically, that's what I've been referred to as already made. Yeah. So then when something that is being made by our local designers or by our local tailors are being called aqua.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like a curious question that always like battles my mind, like while I was growing up. So while I was in school, I decided to get a skill. Yeah, I studied engineering in school in Esut.
Okay.
So I decided to get a skill. So I was like, let me just go into fashion because I really love looking good. So I would get to make what I wear. Do you understand? So, but going into learning how to sew didn't give me the answers I needed because at the end of the day, I understood why they refer to our local local outfits or local clothing as aqua because it doesn't match the finishing product of what is being imported. Okay. I don't know if you understand me.
Yeah.
So there was this, I understood why there was that discrimination between them. So I wanted to do something that is being made in Nigeria here by our local tailors, but then it could compete with whatever that it is being imported out from outside the country. So that's how I landed like into the fashion industry. Curiosity, basically.
Curiosity. Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing amazing work for yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So if you should talk about your stories, your early days in the starting industry, in the fashion industry, how is it like? To start with, how long have you been in the industry?
Okay, Andre Black is 5 years plus.
Okay,
because
nice.
I started running Andre Black officially. It was registered as Andre Black from 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was officially when Andre Black was launched. Okay, yeah, so it's been like 5 years of Andre Black. But then, before Andre Black existence, I've been sewing. Like while I was in school, I graduated in 2019. So before then, I was already making like little pieces like shirts, Ankara shorts, and sell to like some of my friends. So I would say the fashion industry, when I came into it, I didn't actually like know what it was all about. I just felt like it's all about making clothes and selling. Do you understand? Like when you make something good, I expected people to just buy it. You get, but then after like a few years from the time I started selling in school to random friends. Okay, at first my first designs I didn't sell. I wasn't able to sell them because I trusted that my friends or people I know in school was going to like buy them easily, like because the shirts are actually like nice. But then when I presented, I just made like about 5 to 10 of it, brought them to school. I think I was in my fourth year. Then I now showed my friends like these are my shirts. Like they were like, it's nice, but I didn't sell any piece.
Oh.
Yeah. So at that time, I just realized that when you're about to launch a brand, you're not actually launching for your friends. You're launching for a whole new market that you need to understand and find a way to sell to them. So I didn't know anything. There was no blueprint in the industry where we have like core streetwear brands. It was basically Tellus then back in the days. I didn't find any streetwear steady brand in Enugu. So I had to like build my structure myself. I started by DMing people, like have to like talk to people. How far I get clothes, so you go like they go tell you I send picture now, you go send. Some go tell you say they know like I know they wear that kind of thing. Some go tell you say I now send me one, make they see. Yeah, so you experience rejection and then people accept you, but that way you learn, mistakes here and there, you find a solution to them and then you learn something new. So it wasn't easy, but it's an experience that I would love to go through again. Like if I'm to pick to whether to go through that challenges or just have it is I want to go through challenges again because it opens up to like a lot where you get to like learn and it can help you like build a very deep foundation for your brand.
Okay, you said something about endearing clients and they ask you to send pictures. So the picture you sent to them, is it like a SketchUp or an already made outfit you've finished the design?
Yeah, like already made that. Like I told you, I had shirts. I went to market.
Okay.
I saved money. I think it was 1,004. That was actually the amount I used to start up my brand.
1,400.
Yeah, like
impressive.
I did go school from house. So okay. I had machine at home. I'm still at Telon now. So I didn't buy any machine. I had a roof over my head. So I just carried machine.
Okay. Your mom's in at Telon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you had this local machine at home. So I don't need to get a location of where to sew. I have a machine at home and I can sew then. I already learned how to sew by then.
From your mom?
Not just my mom. I registered. During school, I registered. I told my mom wanted to learn how to sew. My mom said no. I told my dad said no. That I'm studying engineering, I should focus on engineering. Okay. I told them, say I go focus, say I just want to get another skill. Okay. So my mama can ask me where I go learn how to sew. I tell them, say our family tailor, make I just go there. He tell me, okay, but say she no go pay for me. Yeah. So on the long run, I just had to like use money where I just save up that time, just pay for the thing, just start, just normal cruise.
How much did you pay?
I think it was around 5,000 or something. Like, what do you see? You get like, because at the end of the day, it wasn't even my money. I take go pay since she just insists say you want learn them. I just started learning. They go give me suspension sometimes because say I dey come late. Like I just come from school after school. I go come. But when I was done there, I had to travel. I traveled to Aba. I learned how to sew in Aba because what I was doing there wasn't good enough. I wasn't getting like that perfection. The other thing that I needed. So someone told me that I'm like, hey, I carry my bag. During my IT days in school, I go Aba. I did Aba for like 3 months. I lived in Aba basically. Like I did sleep for people's shop. Where they sew clothes. Like people they hustle there, go see them. Like they go house. Person go sew from morning to like 7 p.m. Go chop, go bath, freshen up, continue again the sew throughout the night. I'm telling you, but people know they go house. So I said they throughout my IT 3 months, like their whole culture, their whole tradition, their way of life, they're different than Enugu. Like they're real hard workers. If the government can invest in these people, man, you're not gonna need to import much from China. I'm telling you. Right. If they therefore about they produce like designers tracksuits, that time where Palm Angels, the trend. Yeah, we make them at Aba, have Palm Angels printed on it and sell them as Palm Angels. Some people, even some boutiques will even buy from them.
Boutiques will come and buy
from Aba people, and sell in Enugu, sell in other places, nature. It's not imported, it's made in Nigeria. So they were actually good. You find good tellers, they can make good stuff. So I trained there. I also trained in Lagos. I traveled to Lagos.
Okay.
So I just grabbed knowledge from different places. So when I came back, then I started school again. Then
After your IT.
yeah, I said, they school again. So normally I dey go Holy Ghost, go buy okay shirts and trousers. I dey like look good. I like fashion. Like if you see me for school, go think I'm a medical student. I feel not style, talking, come school by engineering student. So I dey always get one piece, I dey buy shirt, like 2 shirts, 1 4. That day I had 1 5. So I dey pass, I see one Ankara material, but it looks like all this vintage design, but it's Ankara.
Okay.
I liked it. I met the woman. Mom, say how far now? I like this material. How much? She thinks now 1 5. I tell him now 1 5 if I get there, and I need 100 naira to go home. Can I pay 1 4? She's like, okay. I'll let them do 1 4. Then that's 6 years. That material is 6 years.
Okay, 6 years.
Yeah, so you can make 3 shirts. So I used it and I made 3 shirts. Then I sold to few of my friends, like few of my neighbors, family, cousins who be like, ah, they want to support it. This is nice. So I sold like to use the money, went back to the woman's shop, and now got more materials, and now made more shirts. It was like about 10 shirts. I was happy. I took them to school so I can sell to my friends. Like quick money now, like people are buying. So they no hungry, like I say they no hungry, but they didn't see the need at first. Like okay, this is cool, but we go buy later. That kind of thing. So that's how I started like reaching out to other people because I needed to sell what was at ground. I just used my phone to snap pictures of it. Then I even wore them, went to some locations, then snap picture. So anybody will ask me, okay, let me they see what's I they sell. I go just send them the picture. They go see them. If you like them, I go send them for you. Go pay me. If you don't like them. So I built like multiple relationships from there. Some clients that became my friends, and we've been like working like ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you have more clients that turn to friends than more friends than becoming clients.
Exactly. I don't really know how to make friends. You get, like I didn't even know there was something like an industry where you have the fashion industry, entertainment industry is like a whole. So then entertainment industry we have like the fashion, music, acting, photographers, everybody. So I didn't know that such industry existed. So while in school, you were just like maybe my 5 to 6 friends where I get. But then when I started selling to people, when I started seeking for more clients, I just realized that there was a whole industry out there. That we are a whole people who are united by this culture, who love this entertainment, who love this, who will come out because there's an event and people need to like dress good and come out.
Yeah.
So that's when I started like, okay, getting into the industry. Like, what show is happening? Invite me, make I just come, make I see what's in there happen. I started meeting people, but I had clients who became friends first and who put me on, like who showed me like, okay, this is how to play this game. This is who you need to meet. This is how you can sell quickly. And I had friends who actually like help me out to sell. So the beginning, like I said, it was challenging. It was challenging because you are clueless. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do, but it's beautiful because every challenge just gave you a solution. So you just know that if you have a product, you don't just need to like sit down and pray to God to send you clients. You just knock on doors. You find someone who needs it. Like it's that easy. You don't know who's the next person who will be needing it. You just test the person or no, I have this. Even if they don't need it that day, it just hits them. It just stays at their subconscious like, okay, there's this guy that says he sells this. Maybe one day they might just need your service. You don't know.
Okay. So what would you think is the impact of social media to taking your brand to where it is today?
Yeah, let me tell you, for real, yeah, social media is, I would say, like one of the best things that must have happened to my brand, basically, because social media is able to like bridge a lot of gaps for youths in the industry right now. When I started using social media to promote at first I didn't even know that there was need to use social media to promote your brand or to even register your brand. My friend told me one day like, you're doing nice, you're saying nice clothes. I told him thank you. He said you have Instagram account. I said yes, for my personal brand. Like for myself, I have Instagram account like my personal
brand.
He now said we didn't even know it was brand. We just call it an account. Like the way you have a Facebook account, there's an Instagram account. So he now said like, why don't you open another Instagram for your clothing brand? I'm like, okay, I'm calling it what one. He tell me say your name na Andrew. Call him Andrew's Clothing. I say, it makes sense. So I call them Andrew's Clothing. So that's why I open them. And I will tell you like 80% of the sales I've made is from social media.
Oh,
yeah, like people will trust you once they see that, okay, you're showing up every day, you show up and you're putting out nice stuff and they have people who are rocking it and they see like testimonies, people are actually like getting this on like, this is very good. they are more quicker to pay and get stuff from you than someone who really really knows you. Yeah, someone who knows you might just feel like, sure, I won't dash this person money, all those stuff. But someone who doesn't know you is just looking at the need for that item or for that service you're rendering. So if he or she needs it, you can just pay this person now. And he doesn't know you. You know whether be big boy, you know be big boy.
Yeah, that's factual. So back in the days, we've done a couple of shoots.
Yeah,
we've done 1 or 2 shoots whereby you show your outfits, you come with a model, and they come to studio. So how do you go about it, and what impact do they have on your brands?
Yeah, I just know that I just understand that there is need to collaborate. I figured that out like a long time. Well, that was one of the little things that helped me like scale through in the industry. I have people I look up to. I have companies and brands, and I'm like, okay, if you can do this, if this company can do this, like I can do it. I just need to figure out what do I need. Do I need people? Yeah. Can I pay them now? No. So how do I get people to work with me? Okay. Reach out to them and offer a collaboration deal. So I knew that there was going to be a time that people wouldn't be concerned again if I'm just the one wearing my outfits. They want to know, okay, who else is wearing this? And there are some certain campaigns and shoots or a certain design you will make and you want to actually visualize it in a way that people understand it better, and you know that you're not the character that can fit into that whole campaign. So it's best to okay, find someone who fits into it, work with the person and just put out something. I believe that whatever we put out have the tendencies of giving us 100 foods in return, and it's just for fun. I'm someone who always wants to bring out something. If I can think about it, let's just do it. So if I can't do it, I'm not comfortable. I just want to bring it out there. Yeah. So it doesn't matter what the challenge is. If I can afford to do it, if I can afford to pay get 10 million or 2 million into this and get it work, I will do it. But if I can't, I'll still find a way to do it.
Yeah.
So I don't accept that certain things can be a boundary or a challenge. Some things become a challenge when you let it be a challenge. When you condition your mind that this is a challenge, then it becomes a challenge.
Okay. So the next thing I want to know is, you say something about collaborations, and you equally stated about people you look up to.
Yeah.
So can you name few brands you look up to? Are they a Nigerian brand or international?
Okay. Honestly, I have a very few brands I actually look up to. I just look out for them. They're my sort of social media mentors. Yeah. So there's Daily Pepper. So Daily Pepper is it's owned by 3 African boys.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a worldwide brand right now. So they're killing it in international space. So I say, curiosity. How are these boys able to build something that can just take over the fashion market globally? Yeah, and they're just coming from an African zone. Yeah, so and from there, so they're spotting out. Okay, they're actually other brands, actually other streetwear brands that actually doing so well. We have Cortez and we have brands like Casablanca. These are brands that who actually they are not a luxury brand yet, like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, but with their foundation, the way they have structured their foundation, you see that these people have a maximum potential to get into the peak points, to the highest points you can think of. So this brand interests me because I always want to know, okay, what structure are you applying? What exactly are you doing? Because I know every move, every success, it's far from what you see on social media. If you get popping everywhere tomorrow and there's about 10 million people who are your fans, or 2 million people who are your fans, I'm pretty sure that 80% don't even know the work that you've done behind, the structure that you've built. What have you really done? Who was there? Who was in the room while you're trying to get all those things together? So that's where I pay more attention to. I always ask questions that why are there 3 running Daily Pepper?
Yeah.
Why can't one person just do it? Or 2 people? But 3 people are doing it. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Those questions people don't ask. They just see the visuals and everybody just excited. Behind the scene, what goes down there? So if you can figure out what your mentor does behind the scene, it's a hack. You don't need to read books. You don't need to waste your time. You just need to figure out, okay, what game is being played.
That blueprint.
Yes, what's the blueprint? Because for a fact, the Dangote can give you his whole life structure, what he did at every point of his life. If you're going to apply that step, and there's a very high probability that you won't end up like Dangote.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but if you understand what challenges Dangote was able to face behind, these people are humans too. They meet challenges, and trust me, the bigger they are, the bigger the challenges.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
if you can figure out what sort of challenges this guy is meeting and how he's able to scale through, then you can now understand the emotional intelligence that is behind every decision that he's making. I don't know if you understand me. So once you figure this thing out, you can have like a blueprint of what, or a strategy of what your mentor is applying. So it's basically that if you can find that little hack, then it could make things a lot easier.
Okay.
For yourself.
Yeah, that's nice. So I want to know, starting up your career, what is that deal that you had that you feel like you've had the breakthrough? Like that deal you did with either a celebrity or anyone, and you feel like, this is a banger.
This is a what?
This is a banger. This is it.
Okay.
Like, at least you've changed your level. Not like, I feel like currently, growth is constant. You get to one level and you want to get to another. But then there was a time you were in the trenches. Like you said, you are using your mom's local machine, right? It's not even industrial machine then, if I should guess. So what gigs did you had that gave you the breakthrough that had to like start investing, getting machines? And because I feel now you have a couple of industrial machines that you work with, and you bought it over time. But then there was a time you had a gig that gave you a deal.
Okay. If you're talking about a financial gig that gave me a deal, there wasn't really like something like that. Like I built up my money based on understanding how finance work a little. Like at the early stage of my brand, my mom is an accountant, so she really like taught me a little about bookkeeping, profit margin, savings. So like I said, I will not get shop. Even when I graduated, I still no rent shop immediately. I still was sewing at my family house then. So I saved a lot. So now, how I was able to like break through into like getting an office and getting stuff that I needed was from what I saved. Like I had this account where if money they come, once I bring out money for production, I wasn't paying for light. Like my parents made it easy for me. I wasn't paying for light. I just bring out money for production, what I need to buy. I was the only one sewing clothes, so I could just bring everything I just need to buy, weaving and all that. All the money they go into the rest of the money they go into their account. I wasn't even receiving a lot. I just was putting out money there. So when I graduated, I wanted to open an office like next after school. So before then, one time I go bank, I check the money they clock around 1.something million, like just from saving. I'm like, wait, I get like 100-something million for a year, Jesus. Like, I was surprised. Then I go buy iPhone. I bring out the money, go buy iPhone 7 Plus, then say I want new one. Then bought gold. I read that gold is a form of investment. So I bought this bracelet gold, two. One, a neck piece and a bracelet. I just kept the money. Kept it. I don't even wear it. I just wore it once. And I kept it. Just made a video, posted it, just kept it. Then continued to save. So when I was done with school, I needed money to like open my office. So by the time I don't really make research, I found this place at Bisala Road. So my mom was telling me it's too costly, that the rent is too costly. Like, how do you want to do it? That why don't you want to like start maybe shop on Abon Road or something? So I was trying to explain to her that I had a target audience. Like they were still seeing the brand as a Telos brand. Now material, and stuff like that. But then I had a different vision. I wanted to like start up that streetwear, but I wanted to like present the streetwear brand to people. I wanted to present Andre Black. So I now told her, no worry. The gold that I bought around 400 and something K. By the time I saw it was around 700 and something K. Yeah. So plus the money I was still saving even after that. So I had like close to 2 million to like open my space. The rent for the office then was 550K.
Okay.
Then so I just paid for the rent, got everything I needed, went to Aba, sourced fabric, did the production in Aba, brought everything back to Enugu. So there wasn't like per se a breakthrough financially. I just had to learn how to manage my money. So even when I got my first 1 million naira gig, it no really do me anything because I don't already save up 1 million before.
From it's more.
Do you understand? Yeah. So even when person go tell me saying get like 1.5 million naira work for me, like I was even being picky. Like it can't just impress me again with that large amount of money. Do you understand? Because I'll be like, is this work actually worth it? I'm no longer looking at what the amounts you're showing, because person if you give you work of 1 million, make you spend 950,000 on that work. And now you see that like you could ask yourself why. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But then when you understand your worth and understand that okay, if once you can handle financial management, once you can understand how your money flows, where your money flows into, you can decide to say no to some certain deals, knowing that they're going to like disrupt your peace, disrupt your time. And as a creative, you need those, you need your peace and your time. Again. So I had like it like I said, you need to understand the challenges you're meant to have made, the challenges they faced, basically. You need to understand why some companies go bankrupt. You need to understand why people go broke. You need to understand why they say someone went down, then he bounced back. You need to understand why did he go down first? What did he do to bounce back?
Come back.
It's not about what they are putting out. It's not that easy. If you don't understand these reasons, if you don't ask these questions, if you fall,
if you don't come back.
if it's not come back. Do you understand? So, and these things are going to like preserve you from some certain deals. Because I can remember when I was setting up my brand, I had like an offer to sell off my brand. Someone met me, someone in Enugu came to the seller role. Like, it's fun, referred me, like, someone wants to meet me, the person is big in Enugu, and the person wants to meet me. I'm saying, okay.
He's a fashion designer?
Not
Fashion
really.
brand?
Not really, no. He's an entertainment person. I won't like to call the name, though.
Okay, no, it's not necessary.
So, person invited me, person came to my office, so he now said, like, they want to start a clothing brand, him and his friend. And they have been looking for, like, an outstanding tailor that can make all these hoodies, T-shirts in Enugu, and everybody just keeps saying Andre Black. So now how you just contact me, I'm saying, okay, so you want me to like produce your stuff for him, content me saying no. Saying what he want be say. If they first carry me go their showroom, very well furnished showroom, like everything you need is there. There's machines, there's everything. There's a showroom, a standard showroom. Then they now took me to one lounge and we're now talking. And he now said that what he actually wants is he wants to buy me off. Now basically he wants me to stop Andre Black and then work fully for him. And he's going to pay me any amount. So I'm like, I can't laugh. Like, no, now, say, the only thing I feel do for you now be say, I feel that bring out time, maybe days, maybe 2 to 3 days, work for you, produce anything you want me to produce. Then the rest of the 4 days has to be committed to my own personal brand, like building it. That was like a year after I opened my show, 2020. The guy can't tell me, say, no go fit do that one. I tell him how much I did with the account line, so you can tell me say 2 million. I don't see 2 million. I don't save money reach 2 million, but most people never touch 2 million. I don't know if you understand. Most people had like a breakthrough money for real. Yeah, but I didn't. Like maybe that money I could have got that money a breakthrough money. If I wasn't able to like save or to amount to that, or to understand how to manage my money, then there might be a very big possibility that I will start seeing that as a breakthrough money. Because the offer kept going up. He said 2 million, I didn't flinch. I just looked at him like he was joking. He now said 5 million. I looked at him like, tell me something for me like now. I'm saying, he said 10 million. Guy, everything go through my head like I feel buy a car like this. So buy a car, then I go just wind them. Tell them, say, okay, I work with them. Then after I work with them, I feel just run. Then I start a new brand. I had thoughts. Then the guy was like, make I make the decision. They were not mounting pressure on me right there, like, make I talk.
They want you to decide right there.
Right there, like, they wanted the money to get into my head. I should they try and make I understand what thing they go. The guy tell me, say, he could give me 13 million. Then I go decide how much I want me that they pay me every month. Plus 13 million, bro. I just started my brand, never even reached like 1 year, bro. Like, I'm just thinking like, but then I just told myself, see, 30 million no be much. If I can like save up 2 million in a matter of 1 year plus, or maybe close to 1 year, okay, that means if I have like 5 years, I feel this year save up like within past 13 million. That thought just kept ringing in my head. If you can do 2 million, you can do 8 million, you can do 20, you can do 30, you can do 40. You just need to understand how this money works, like how does it flow? Because there's money in this country. Yeah. You just need to understand how it works, where it flows to, how to connect to yourself, and just keep picking yours.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So,
okay.
these are like the few things like I picked up, and then like I said, there wasn't like a breakthrough money, but then there was a breakthrough event where it gave me confidence. That was the first time I was like experiencing like such confidence, where like I felt like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. I should just keep going. So I think it was 2020 or 2021. Faust had his first live in concert in Enugu. So me and my friend, my partner, my manager then, so we were like contemplating, should we reach out to this guy and just like style him. My guy was like, I don't know, me reach out to him, because then silent celebrities was like a big deal. If a celebrity accepts wear your clothes, like, a big deal for you. So you reach out to the manager. Surprisingly, because we reached out to like several managers like during this time. So most times they will turn you down. Most times they won't even reply you. But I was already like used to such rejection. Like, no be only for celebrities to even reject me better. Where person where they come on, they even reject me on a normal day. So nothing there. So we just kept trying. Just that same day, just reach out to him. The manager picked up and listened to us. At first, they fit one you. They go text you, they go call you back or make you call them back. Then you don't hear from them. They won't pick up your call. They just block you. He said we should call him back. The next day we called him. He picked up. I was like, this guy is still picking up his call. He told us to show us our Instagram page. I showed him my Instagram page. He was impressed. He was like, this is nice. You in Enugu? I was like, I'm in Enugu. He's like, okay. No, but say you can go show files. I should just make something nice. You can't say making send measurement. I to make him no worry. Say I can get his measurements from his picture. You can't tell me, okay. Then they came to Enugu. He reached out to me. I came to the hotel where they were. Like, he fitted the clothes. It was like so perfect. Files like, this is very nice. Say, but making no worry. Say he can go wear them. He carry the clothes cheap. Then we had to leave. So when we left, like, that they didn't know wear for the show. I was so disappointed. I was so angry. I like, why you can't collect the clothes again now? So, because I went to the show. So, the manager kept telling us, come to the after party. Come to the after party. But we had school. No, we had something the next day. Me and my manager had something to do the next day. And my friend who was driving us was tired. He needed to go home. He just see me, could just go house. We just go house. Then the next day, everybody just they call my phone, they text me, guy, Faust, where your clothes, guy, Faust, where your clothes, guy, that your clothes, Faust, where am? My DM is buzzing, like, everybody is calling me. I come online and see Faust, wear the clothes, to go after party, like, my phone was just ringing, bro, Faust is wearing your clothes, like, so at that time, I'm like, wait, this guy is really wearing my clothes, like, he likes it, and he wore it, and he went out to eat, and he wanted us to be at the after party, he wanted, to appreciate us for that clothes. So I was like, if this guy can see this and wear it and it's nice and he loves it, man, there's a lot of people who will love this. Just keep going, just keep doing your thing, like, regardless of what the challenge is, pursue you now, you just figure them out or find you around them.
Okay. So you're doing amazingly well. Nice. So then the second to the last question I want to ask you is, an upcoming fashion designer that wants to take your route. Let's assume you want to start over again. Yeah. Is there a way you will follow that you won't repeat the same mistake? Because you have made a couple of mistakes, I guess.
Yeah. Like if I'm to direct someone, on how to go about it, I would say, there's no rule book to this. Yeah. Growing up, I've understood that there's no pattern. Cause while we are growing up, there are people who looked at like, these people get potential of being successful. And on the long run, you see that they are finding like really, okay, let me not use generally, people who felt like had potential to be successful at a short period of time. Like, let me say, when we are in school, when we are like in our teen, they see that intelligent boy or girl, or like say, okay, by the time this girl go date 25, he's supposed to be successful and all that before this guy go there. But on the long run, just realize that it doesn't just work like that. It's like there's always a surprise. You get somebody pops out and you're like wondering, okay, and this person they successful at this age where you don't even expect. So what I can tell anyone is, first you have to listen to your instincts. You need to like understand why you're doing this. Yeah, like the reason I'm doing this can't be exactly the reason you're doing this. Like there's a push, that forces you. Mine might be curiosity, but yours can be like a whole. If I'm always curious, I can try like venture into another business or build another company out of curiosity, because I want to like know, okay, how are these people doing this? But you need to figure out, okay, what drives you? Why are you doing this? Because at the end of the day, you need to ask yourself that question when you feel like everything is going to like collapse, because you're going to feel like that. When you feel like See this night and I cry, you won't cry. Because it gets nights when I cry. You go off lights, sit down, cry, yes. So when
Do men cry?
yeah, I've cried several times. Forget all this toughness.
Sure.
You close the door. If you cry finish, you click your tears, come out.
Sure.
Follow up your clients, follow up your business, follow up everything. Do you understand?
Bro,
So
yeah.
these are the questions you answer then. Because then you have to tell yourself again and again why you are doing this. Because if you cannot tell yourself why you're doing this, like, you're going to lose hope at the long run. Then the second thing I will say is be consistent. Let me tell you the truth, the consistency have kept me in the industry like longer than I've thought. Like, you need to show up, you need to like find a way to show up, you need to show up. If you need to show up anyhow, do you understand?
Anyhow.
Yeah, if you need to show up, like, there's no rule to showing up. Social media these days is like, it's like your workspace, you know, like gone are those days when you have to go to the office and represent as if they go work. These days, if you wake up, you pray, you plan your day and do everything you're supposed to do, you report to your office. Yes, in social media, whether they work for bank, you guys report. You get, so you need to consistently show up. You need to like show people like what you've got, because no matter how little it might look, no matter how unserious it might seem to the next person sitting beside you, there are people out there who will just sit and be like, I love this. Yeah, so you need to keep out perfection out first. That most people always want to like make
Get
it look
perfect.
successful at
Yeah.
first, you know. Like, you know the story, you know how we've started.
Yeah.
So you always know that my stuff then wasn't as perfect as it is now.
Yes,
Yeah, and
yes.
so when you make mistakes, you see them. There are times when I've made outfits, I know that there's something wrong with this cloth. I always put it out. But then I always want to make it get better. I always want to like, okay, what exactly is missing out in this cloth? I always want to like fix it. So if you are waiting till you fix it generally before you put it out, first it's going to take a longer time, because the faster you fail, the more successful you get. Every move is all about making choices. You either take A or B, left or right, up or down. So when you make mistake, you learn. If you know, say, if you tie my eye and I walk straight, hit my head for this one, I don't make mistake. Do you understand? So how do I learn is by knowing that there's something here, there's an obstacle. Next time I don't just walk forcefully into it. I approach it gradually, then find my way around it.
Yeah.
But if I'm scared of standing up, I will never know there is a wall. And whenever you decide to stand up, you
see me see the wall.
So
Yeah.
our time here is limited, you know. Very soon you go figure out, say, you don't reach like your late 20s, early 30s, late 30s. You're having kids, they have their own dreams, something to pursue. So you realize that the faster you fail, the better for you, better for your kids, better for everybody, because time like has no mercy on you. So whenever I decide to start failing, it starts counting for you. And if
Yeah.
you're not like active, if you're no longer going to spend a lot of time here, man, too bad for you, because time only tried its best for you.
Yeah. The situation of Nigeria economy, the way it is going in this Tinubu regime, how is it affecting you in the fashion industry from your perspective?
Well, we think they happen for our country now, inflation, basically. And it's affecting us the same way it's affecting like the common Nigerian. Yes, because, you know, the high price cost of living is affecting everybody. It's increased for everybody, not just people in the fashion industry. So it's just a battle of trying to make enough money to be able to finance your expenses. Do you understand? Then aside that, insecurity also is a general problem, because for most locations now, you know, they can't be able to like hold events. I have a friend who was supposed to like hold the event like last weekend, this Sunday, but it was postponed because of the same insecurity. He has people who are supposed to like travel from different places to come to attend. So because of the whole rise in insecurity, most people decided to decline and you know wait for a new date or when to things are like calm down. So I believe we are just affected the same way the common Nigerians are affected.
Okay, that's nice. So if you are offered an opportunity like to go outside Nigeria and build your brand from scratch, like this whole Japa syndrome that is running, if you have the opportunity, what will you do about it?
For safety, you know, okay, I would say, yeah, This question, this question is just depending on two things. Yeah. If it's for safety, if the state of Nigeria gets so bad that its citizens are no longer safe, and you're giving me a free opportunity to leave the country, I'll leave. Yeah, for my safety. I already know how to start. I know how to build. So building somewhere else is going to be a new challenge, and I can overcome it. But then, if you're looking at just living for a better life, there's this. If, or let's say we are living because you need your brand to get more successful. Well, when I was in my early days in Enugu, I had people who always tell me go to Lagos, go to Lagos. Yeah, so if you're looking at the same aspect, living because you believe that you would do better at a different location, I don't really buy into that idea. And this is because with the way social media have bridged or have connected everything, you can actually like be successful anywhere you are, whether it's Lagos, whether it's UK, whether it's Nigeria. We have people who are local make like touring the world. We have someone we have Jerick in Enugu. He still has a house in Enugu. He still lives in Enugu from times. He still visits Enugu. So it's not like relocating. He has resources to relocate. He can decide to like relocate to UK if he wants to, but he still decides to stay here. So this is to show us that you can actually like be successful wherever you are. Like I say, you just need to take advantage of social media. You need to be among the creators and not just the consumers. You need to like put out something out there. There are people who are connected, who are in UK, who are in US, Canada, Lagos, anywhere, everywhere in the world who might be interested in that. And who knows, you might just get a call next tomorrow or next week and someone needs your service in like Canada, or someone wants your brand, your personal brand, to render a service in a different country. So I believe if I can build a successful business here, if I can build a successful company in Nigeria and have the freedom to travel wherever I want to travel to, then I love this country, man. I would love to be here.
Nice. You said a lot about personal branding, like you've said it a couple of times. So how do you go about it? Personal branding,
Okay.
affiliating with your business too.
Yeah, personal branding is it's an identity. Everybody needs to understand it, the role it plays in your business and in your company, because your personal brand is like almost a reflection of who you are. So how you position yourself, how you put yourself out there determines how people actually like respect you or how they choose to see you. And with the way our industry is currently, we have the industry built now on 70% hype and 30% creativeness. Like, hype has always been a part of the industry. I don't know if you understand me. Like, you can't do the industry without hype. Yeah. So even if, let's say, as of 10 years ago, 7 years ago, when people are more concerned about the content of what you're putting out, there's still hype. You just need then, but hype was on a lower scale because people are more interested in how talented you are or what is the value of the content you're putting out. Yes. So back then, you have people who can build companies without you even knowing who is behind the company. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
As of 10 years ago, you can build a company and nobody will know who you are. And the company will be successful and be scaling. Nobody cares to know who you are because hype then is just minimal. Again, people are just more interested in, okay, if you're selling this trouser to me, they are more interested in the fact that what material are you using, how long does it last, what's the durability rate, how does it serve me? They don't care who you are. But currently now, the industry is built on 70% hype. Everybody wants to know who is running shit. So if you're selling this trouser to me, I basically almost don't care what this trouser is. Most people actually just want to know who is selling this trouser. Who are you? Do you understand? So when I realized that, because these like eras, these are phases, there's definitely going to be a time where this phase will pass, when people will now start seeking for real content again. But now where people, they actually like sell based on hype. It just needs to be hyper. It just needs to like, you see people who, say personally, say you better pass this person. Yeah, like you can argue it, you can outperform this person, but the person has built so much hype that you cannot even match the person. Like, person has able to like gather people, have like a community who is able to like say whether the service they render they pure or they authentic, those audience don't mind. They're just like dealing with this person because of that hype the person generates. You get, so when you see these tools playing, you just don't ignore it. That's one mistake most creatives are making. Most real creatives, people who are actually like core, who are ready to like bend down, study the game, understand how it works, are ignoring hype. They feel like hype are for people, every other person who wants to just like showcase themselves or just do say that they do lifestyle. No, that's not it. You need to be able to understand how the game works. Now, one thing about the game is that the game does not care about your personal opinion. The game is the game. The rule is the rule. The strategy is the strategy. If the game is saying that for the next 10 years, I want to sell on hype, you need to just capitalize on that. You need to say, okay, I have true content, I have real value, but I also need hype. Do you understand? So for people to see that thing you're selling, instead of just trying to just invest all your energy into just selling it, try to also involve add a little energy into selling yourself. Put yourself out there so people will be like, okay, you're the one selling this, and I'll buy it because of you. That's how people shop these days. That's how people buy these days. People always buy now based on okay, who you are, who's referring you, who's putting on your stuff. You get, but this is like a short-term strategy because over time, businesses that are built only on hype cannot stand the test of time. There's always going to be a time where real value is needed again, where people will need like, okay, yes, we know you, yes, you're popular and all that, fine. What is the content of this thing you're trying to sell to me? What is the content of this service you're giving me? This thing I'm consuming now, what are you actually saying? This song I listen to now, does it actually make sense? I be forget hype, say we, but does this song actually make sense? What does it do to my mind? They're always going to be that time. So you just need to play wise, just need to be wise instead of smart about it. You need to understand how the game works. You need to play the game. Do you understand? Like, you need to play the game.
The game, yeah. Okay, nice. So finally, my last question for you is, where do you see your brand in next 5 years, next 10 years? What strategies do you intend to apply?
Honestly, I don't see my brand anywhere in the next 5 years. Like, let's be honest with you, how I visualize all these things, I'm more appreciative of the now. I'm more appreciative of what I do now. Like, where you see your brand in the next 5 years is like an unconscious stimulation where you might just put yourself in and then changes might happen on the long run. I might say, okay, in the next 5 years, I want to like dominate the whole of Nigeria. What if that next 5 years I'm dominating the whole of Africa? I don't know if you get my point. Sometimes when you make too much plans, when you put too much strategy in motion, you're saying that, okay, in the next 5 years, these are the strategy you want to apply. What if the game is deciding that this strategy will not work? That doesn't mean it's not right. It's right, but it's not working at that time. So how I play the game is I need to understand. I appreciate more of now. Like, I'm being in this space right now. I'm doing this podcast right now. That is like what's more important to me. And if I have a design I'm working on tomorrow, I'm more concerned about it than where the brand is going to be in the next 5 years. I'm more about putting and investing my time into that particular thing than where the brand is going to be, because I know what I do now, what I do tomorrow, and what I do next tomorrow has a high potential or a high chances of changing the course I might have planned. You know, like I said, I might decide to take charge of Nigeria. My plan might be like, okay, to have like different stores in different states in Nigeria. But then this podcast might do numbers and I'm getting deals to get like different stores in different cities in Africa. You see? Yeah. So when you stimulate your mind to a particular thing, you might just actually not give yourself or give yourself a chance to explore every other thing, because when an opportunity comes and it doesn't fall into that your plan, it might just be too quick to dismiss it. Yeah. But when you're open-minded, when you understand anything comes from what you do today and what you do tomorrow, then you just keep like an open mind, an open hand to like whatever opportunity comes, whatever challenge that comes.
Andrew, thanks for honoring our invitation.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. So what's your Instagram handle? Can you tell the audience your IG handle or your social media handle so that they can follow you and patronize you and see what you do?
Okay, you can find me on Instagram on youngandrew_the goat. And then every of my details is on my bio. You can find every business I'm building, the companies I'm building, they're on my bio there. If you want to connect with me, it's easier to connect on Instagram, youngandrew_the goat. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for watching to the end of this podcast. You can follow us on YouTube at Dfounderstable, Instagram Dfounderstable, Twitter, and all platforms, all social media platforms. TikTok, we are everywhere. So go and watch what you do. Don't forget to like and subscribe.